This is the Dreo heater. Dreo. You can see it is a small unit, not very large. And it's about 2 feet tall. You can power it on. So right now it's oscillating. You can see it's moving side to side. Pretty cool. But if you don't want it to oscillate, you hit this little button there, and it stops oscillating. You have a couple of modes on heat. H3, H2, H1, and I think there's another setting where you just adjust the temperature as you like. Unit works pretty well. Obviously when you close at it, it's much hotter, but for a space at like an office, it works pretty good. The only thing I don't like about this is where the power button is. Sometimes when you're moving it, you kind of hit it like I just did there. And that's the only thing I don't like about it. So then you got to go and turn it back on. But if you do hit the power off button and you wanted to do that, it's got a little countdown. So it's going to just release the remaining heat on there, and then it's going to turn the unit off and you can unplug it. That's it. Dreo works good.
Hey, so I want to do a quick review of the Dreo 24-inch space heater. Looks great. It's fancy and all. But honestly, it's really not all that impressive. Reason being is this right here, that's the only spot where the air is coming out. All this, cool to the touch. That's the only hot spot. And like the Lasco heaters and fans and whatnot, it's just a turbine in the back pushing the air out. It's on high. I wouldn't say it comes all the way out to 10 feet. Maybe 5 feet at most, you can feel it. I mean, it does heat up the room, but for the price that they're asking, I say go with Lasco instead of the Dreo. Unless you really want the looks, that's truly what you're paying for. Because this cheap little Honeywell thingamajiggy that someone else brought into the office works just as good as that, and I bet you that Honeywell is about half the price. Alright, y'all.
Nice and quiet. Feels nice and warm. Seems to work as far as blowing out heat. The only thing I don't like about it is that it does not display ambient temperature, so you don't know how close or how far you are between ambient and the set point. Using it to keep my garage warm, to save my plants during the winter.
I've got my Dreo fan heater. As you can see, it's pretty lightweight. There's an indicator telling me that it is plugged in. Super easy to turn on. Just hit the power button. Several settings. We have a fan, high, eco. That's primarily the setting I've been using. Nice and toasty. It's very quiet. I don't know if you can even hear it in the video. You can adjust the temperature up or down. There's also a timer button. If you would like it to move around the room and warm up the room, hit that button. It also goes the other way. When you're done with the heater, just simply power off. It will count down as it cools off. Comes with a user manual and a handy dandy remote. It's been keeping me nice and toasty these past few weeks. I think it's a great buy.
It's nice. This is compared to my fan. And you can see compared to the door, it's good size. Comes with its own thermostat, or what you call it, remote. You can either set it on on temperature control, or you can set it to 3 levels of heat that it has. 1, 2, 3 levels, and it really does put out the heat too. And the oscillation feature is really pretty cool. No, I love it. I can feel the heat all the way out to here. I can feel the heat blowing. Not bad.
Come on over to my place.
Quick video on this Dreo heater. This is H1 mode. You can barely hear it. I know it's dark, but that's just how I keep my area. But you can see it turning. That's echo mode. That's the fan mode. You can see it oscillating. There's H1. H2, you can see it's extremely quiet. H3, and it has like a child mode right here. And 30 seconds countdown. You can hit it again, it goes right off. Right back on.
So this is my Dreo space heater. It's currently heating up my bedroom. It's very small and portable. It doesn't take up too much space, but it does heat up the entire room, which is great. I have it currently set at 82 degrees, but you can change it to all the way up to like 95 degrees, which is great. It also comes with this remote, and so I can hit this button, and now it's oscillating. So, you know, it's not just going to hit you directly at one point. It can kind of spin around and disperse the heat a bit. The other great thing about it is it has this touch screen, so you can just touch the screen and it literally changes the temperature, the oscillation, and off and on. And you can have a timer set so it turns off in the middle of the night too.
I'm not sure if you can hear it, but it is running. As you can see, it's moving. It's very quiet, puts off good heat, and yeah, I'm very happy with it. Let me get a little closer. You can kind of hear it. I do utilize the eco mode. It seems to be pretty nice. Due to this one, I'm thinking about grabbing their smaller versions for the other room. Currently it is sitting at 31 degrees, 33 degrees outside, and my heater, main heater, is barely kicked on just because of this little guy. I'm very happy with it. It's very quiet, pretty heat efficient. Yeah, great little unit.
So as you see, the heater does about a 180 turns, not a 360, but it's 180, which is cool with me. I like it. This little fella can put some heat out it. Gee, williker, this thing is hot. It also has a timer. If you can look at it and see, it has a timer. It makes sure it don't overheat. Instructions are very clear. I think we like it.
It is noisy. I did not expect this heater to be this noisy.
Folks, this fan is so unbelievably quiet that I actually have to post a video of it. This is the quietest fan I have ever heard, maybe in my entire life. Okay, up close, that's what it sounds like. A few feet away, you can't possibly even hear it.
It comes with this little remote.